So you're the woman dating my dad. How dare you date him without my permission?
Oh, are you Ken's daughter?
Yes, I am. I'm Lucy. You obviously know about me, right?
Of course I do. Nice to meet you. I'm Sarah, Ken's girlfriend.
Nice to meet you? Really? You think this is a friendly chat?
What? Didn't you message me so that we can get to know each other better?
Excuse me? No way! You're dating him without my permission. I didn't contact you today for introductions. I messaged you because I want you to break up with my dad.
Oh, well, Lucy, I understand this must be difficult for you.
You don't understand anything about me. I doubt you even care.
What?
You're just after his money, aren't you? You're trying to marry him to get all his assets to yourself, right? I won't let a gold digger like you marry him. I'll never accept you, so break up with him already.
Wait, Lucy, money has nothing to do with this. I've never thought about that at all.
Oh, really? Then why are you dating a single father? There are plenty of single men without children. Why would you choose someone who already has a family? Who already has me?
Because I fell in love with Ken. It's as simple as that.
You think you can fool me with a lie like that? Ever since Mom passed away, it's been just Dad and me. Anyone who dates a man with a middle school daughter must have some ulterior motives.
I was attracted to Ken himself. I don't care about his assets at all. I love him, and that includes you as his daughter.
Includes me? Don't make me laugh. You've never even tried to meet me before this.
Well, we thought it was a little too soon, but I wanted to meet you eventually.
Liar! You're just an old hag. Your lies won't work on me.
Old hag? Lucy, I wanted to meet you properly, but your father said you might need more time.
If you're really not after Dad's money, then prove it to me. If you can't do that, then break up with him.
Prove it? How? You won't believe me no matter how much I deny it.
You want to marry Dad, right?
Yes, of course. I want to stay by his side forever.
Forever? That's what they all say at first.
All? Have there been others?
That's none of your business. Just answer my questions. If you want to marry Dad, you can wait a few years, right? I might approve your marriage after I start college.
You're in 8th grade now, right?
Don't pretend you don't know everything about me already. Dad must have told you all about his precious daughter.
Yes, in fact, he's told me a lot about you.
Anyway, I'll start college in 4 years. If you're after money like I suspect, there's no way you could wait that long, right? But if you really love Dad and want to marry him, waiting should be no problem.
I see. So that's how you want me to prove it.
I know how it is for adults. 4 years is a really long time, right? Especially for single women that are old like you. I've heard that every minute counts. I bet it would be better to move on to another man than wait 4 years, right?
You seem to know a lot about that. Well, I am 41 this year. I'm past the typical marriage age, and in 4 years I'll be pushing 50. If I were looking to marry someone wealthy, it would make sense to switch targets sooner.
At least you're honest about your age. So, what do you say? Even though Dad is a high-ranking executive at a big company with a great income, I bet you can't sacrifice 4 years waiting.
Yes, I can.
Huh?
Because I'm not interested in marrying someone for their money. If I can marry Ken, whom I love, waiting 4 years is nothing.
What? You're bluffing. Nobody would wait that long.
Besides, I wasn't planning to rush into marriage anyway, and I wanted to respect your feelings as his daughter. That's why I won't force you to accept me right away. Actually, 4 years is a good amount of time to build a better relationship with you.
Build a relationship with you? Don't make me laugh. You are just acting tough. I know you're only pretending to be cool about it now. I know you'll soon say you can't wait anymore, and then you'll leave Dad for another man.
Challenge accepted. Let me prove to you how deep and serious my love is.
Fine, but remember, one word about marriage before I start college, and you're out.
I understand completely. I'll wait.
We'll see about that. Don't come crying when Dad finds someone younger than you.
I'll take that risk because I believe in Ken and in my feelings for him. So, I think it's best we postpone our marriage, Ken. We were talking about getting married by the end of the year, but since Lucy is against it, what can we do?
Wait! This is all so sudden! I haven't processed everything yet!
Oh, didn't I send you screenshots of my entire conversation with Lucy? Haven't you seen them yet?
Of course I saw them, but I never expected Lucy to suddenly contact you and to demand we break up because she thinks you're after my money. I never thought she'd do something like that.
It must have been quite a shock.
I'm still trying to understand how she even got your contact information.
Surprised by your daughter's hidden assertiveness?
Yeah, I'm completely shocked. She's always so sweet and obedient with me, always thinking of her dad. I can't believe she'd call someone she's never even met an old hag.
She's hurting, Ken. That's why she lashed out.
Still, to say such terrible things to you.
Don't be too angry with Lucy. She's in 8th grade, such a sensitive age. It's understandable that she'd resist a parent's remarriage, and it's because she cares about her father that she's so strict about who he marries.
I'm grateful you see it that way.
But there's one thing I'm curious about. You mentioned you dated a few people in the past, right? How did Lucy act with them?
Oh, yeah, to be honest, it was even worse than this.
What?
Of course, I was serious about all of them, but Lucy wouldn't accept anyone I introduced to her.
How many were there?
3 serious relationships in the past 5 years. If they were younger than me, she'd say this person isn't dependable. If they were older, she'd say they just want me as their caretaker when they're old and sick. She'd find fault with everyone, and eventually they'd break up with me.
Did any of them try to build a relationship with Lucy?
They all tried at first, but Lucy, she has her ways.
Her ways?
Silent treatment, refusing to eat with us, making scenes in public. She'd do anything to drive them away.
I see.
I really want to remarry soon, for Lucy's sake too. I think a girl her age needs a mother figure. And Sarah, you're such a wonderful person. I thought Lucy would surely like you.
Because I'm financially independent?
That, and because you're so patient and understanding.
We can't help the situation, but I believe that after 4 years, she'll understand how serious I am. I'm sure by then she'll bless our marriage. I want to marry you with Lucy's wholehearted acceptance.
4 years is a long time. Are you sure about that?
Are you worried I'll change my mind?
No, not at all. It's just...
Just what?
I don't want you to feel pressured by Lucy's demands.
Ken, I love you. That includes being patient with Lucy.
Me too, Sarah. Thank you for being so positive about this. I'll work hard too to help you and Lucy get along.
Actually, I have an idea about that.
An idea?
What if I helped with Lucy's college tuition?
What? But that's...
Just hear me out. I want to show her I care about her future.
But I can handle her expenses myself.
I know you can. This isn't about money. It's about showing Lucy I want to be part of her life.
Well, let me think about it. It's a big commitment.
Of course. We have 4 years to figure things out.
You really are amazing, you know that?
I just want both of you to be happy.
Hey, so you two really got married, huh? Dad just told me you registered your marriage.
Yes, you've graduated high school and you got into your first choice university and started living on your own, so Ken and I got married. But that was our agreement, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you should normally tell people beforehand. An after-the-fact announcement is unacceptable.
What are you talking about, Lucy? We tried to tell you about the marriage beforehand, but you refused to meet me, remember?
I was busy preparing for university.
For 4 years straight?
Well, that's...
Did you think we wouldn't get married if you didn't meet me?
You could have tried harder to contact me.
We never managed to become close, did we? Over these 4 years, I tried my best to build a relationship with you, but you never even met me once, right?
Of course not. Who would want to meet an old gold digger who's after Dad's money?
You're still saying that after 4 years?
Just because you waited doesn't mean anything.
Please stop calling me that. I've already proven I'm not after his money, and I proved it exactly the way you wanted.
That's... You must have been dating other men during these 4 years.
Why would you think that?
Because nobody would actually wait that long.
I waited 4 years to marry Ken because I want to marry him, not his money, and because I wanted to respect your feelings. So, after patiently waiting all this time, couldn't you try trusting me?
Trust you? As if. Shut up! I never thought you'd be so persistent. I thought you'd break up with Dad soon. At this rate, you'll steal all Dad's money.
I keep telling you, I don't care about the money.
Everyone says that at first.
And I've proved it for 4 years.
You... Fine. Time for my last resort. I'll never accept you.
Is that really your final answer?
Just wait and see what happens when I come home.
Lucy, think carefully about what you're planning to do.
Oh, I've thought about it plenty.
You might regret this.
The only thing I regret is not doing this sooner. So, you're moving into our house today, huh? Now that I've moved out to go to university, you must be thrilled about finally living alone with Dad.
Yes, I'm excited despite my age. Of course, Lucy, you're always welcome to visit.
Visit? This is still my home. You don't get to tell me when I can and can't come home.
Of course it is. I just meant...
Wow, acting like you own the place already. But your moving boxes aren't even in the house anymore.
What?
Check the trash area behind the house when you get back. That's where you'll find your stuff.
Lucy, what did you do?
As if I'd ever accept you as my mother. I threw out all the moving boxes you sent ahead.
What did you say?
I went through them too. Nice clothes you had there. Too bad about all the family photos.
Those photos were irreplaceable.
Now you can't live here with Dad. Come on. Surely you've had enough by now. I'll never accept you, so break up with Dad.
After I proved how serious I am by waiting 4 years, I can't believe you'd go this far. Even I'm starting to lose my patience.
Losing patience? Good, then leave. You waited 4 years for nothing. Once Dad realizes how much his daughter still objects, he'll surely cancel the marriage registration.
You really don't like me, do you?
What gave it away? The trashed belongings or 4 years of ignoring you?
I guess this means you won't ever warm up to me.
Obviously, there's nothing to like about you. Get out, you gold-digging hag. Go be a parasite in someone else's house. I threw out all your stuff.
Are you sure about this? Well, that's too bad.
Too bad for you, maybe.
I think you should think about what you've done.
Ha! worry about yourself. Because you waited 4 years, you're now a 45-year-old lady, almost 50, right? You're practically a grandma.
Treating me like a grandma just because I'm in my 40s.
I'm in my sweet teens. Listen up. After you break up with Dad, don't ever come near us again. Go spend your lonely retirement years by yourself.
Well, good luck with your lonely college life without tuition or living expenses. I've already paid for your first semester, but you should start desperately saving up for next semester's tuition.
Huh? Wait, what are you talking about?
After that, you'll need to save for the following years, too. You got into a private university, so I expect that it'll be quite difficult to cover all the costs by yourself.
Wait, what do you mean? Hold on, my college tuition? You paid for it?
Yes, that's right. She paid for everything instead of me, your father, including all the costs for your apartment and living expenses.
Huh? Dad, why are you suddenly in this chat?
Lucy, how dare you trample on her feelings like this? What do you mean by throwing out her belongings? What have you done?
What? Dad, is that really you?
I told you today was her moving day, didn't I? I was waiting at the station to pick her up. Then she suddenly showed me her phone and I read all the text messages. What is the meaning of this?
You read everything? No way. Dad, I can explain.
Why did you throw out her belongings? Why are you so against our marriage? She proved she was serious about me by waiting 4 years just like you asked. What's wrong with you?
Well, that's...
I just don't like her isn't good enough anymore. You're not a grade schooler anymore.
But Dad, I was just trying to protect you.
Sarah has always thought about you. Even though you wouldn't get closer to her, she never stopped thinking about you. She's gonna be your mother when she marries me. She said that even if you hate her, she wants to fulfill her duties as a mother. That's why she insisted on paying for your tuition and living expenses.
Wait, Sarah suggested this herself?
Yes, she did. She said this is all I can do since she hates me. She didn't want to treat you badly no matter how much you avoided her. She said, I want to treasure her as your daughter and as my own.
No way! But why would she do that for someone who hates her?
Of course, I refused at first. It was too much to accept. Besides, I'm not struggling financially. You know your father's financial situation better than anyone, right?
Yeah, you got another promotion in these 4 years. You finally became an executive at your company.
Still, Sarah insisted on paying your tuition, and yet you! How could you? Throwing out her belongings? Who do you think you are? How could you do this to someone who waited 4 years to marry me because of your words?
Well...
Would you throw out your friends' belongings just because you don't like them? Would you throw out your teachers, seniors, or neighbors' belongings? Have you always lived so selfishly?
Of course not!
But that's exactly what you did to Sarah.
I didn't mean to.
If being my daughter makes you act this way, then there's only one solution. Lucy, as of today, you're no longer my daughter.
What? Dad, you can't mean that.
It's time for you to be independent. I wanted to see you through until your college graduation, but, well, you're 18 and legally an adult now. It's fine to cut ties today.
Cut ties? You're kidding, right? You're abandoning me? You're choosing that woman over me?
I'm not abandoning you. I've given up on you, on having such a foolish daughter.
What?
Like Sarah said, figure out your future tuition and living expenses by yourself. I'm no longer your father. Live independently with just your own strength.
You can't be serious. Dad, please, I'm sorry.
Goodbye, then. Do your best with your new life in the city. Try not to shame your mother, who's watching from heaven.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Look, I'll bring your belongings back inside right now. So, could you just wait a bit before coming to the house? Then maybe the three of us could have coffee together or something.
Don't bother with the belongings. Leave them where they are. We're going to live in a new house anyway.
What? But I can clean everything.
The damage is already done.
Huh? Wait, a different house?
Yes, Ken told me that we should just live together in a new place, just the two of us. He thinks that you might keep showing up to bother us if we stay at the old house.
No, please! Dad's moving too? Then what happens to this house?
We might put it up for sale. By the way, could you throw out Ken's belongings too? Throw everything away, including all the furniture and appliances. He says he doesn't need any of it. We're going to enjoy our fresh start.
You can't sell my home!
It's Ken's house, and he's already looking at new properties.
What?
Though it's amazing how stubborn Ken can be sometimes. He insists on replacing all my belongings that you threw away. I keep telling him I don't need that since I earn as much as he does.
Wait, you earn as much as Dad? My dad's a corporate executive.
Well, I work at the same company as Ken, with the same position.
What? You're a corporate executive too? That's impossible. Dad never mentioned.
Actually, I became an executive before him. I was the one who recommended Ken for the executive position. Of course, I recommended him because he was qualified, not because of our relationship.
Really? Why didn't anyone tell me this before?
You never asked. You were too busy assuming I was after your father's money. So you see, I have no interest in his assets. Rather than depending on others, I prefer to earn my own money. That's my motto.
No way! I was so sure you were just after Dad's money.
Oh, sorry, Lucy. Ken's saying we should go look at properties right now. He's already found several places to check out in just these few minutes. He's always so efficient, even with things like this.
Please wait. Don't go yet. Could you put Dad back on the phone? He won't answer any of my calls.
I'm sorry, but I can't help with that.
What? Please, just let me talk to him for a minute.
He's absolutely adamant about not contacting you anymore. I can't undermine the resolve of the man I love.
No. Can't you convince him, please?
More importantly, Lucy, you should start looking for a part-time job quickly. I'm serious about not paying any more of your tuition.
You're kidding, right? This is a pretty serious crisis for me, isn't it?
Not just pretty serious, it's absolutely dire, but I'm sure you can manage with your power of youth, as you put it. Well, let's both do our best with our new lives.
Sarah, please, I made a mistake.
Yes, you did. Several of them, over 4 years. Goodbye, Lucy.
Please help me. I couldn't save up enough for next semester's tuition. At this rate, I'll have to take a leave of absence.
Hello, Lucy. It's been a while.
I've been working 3 part-time jobs.
I see. Well, why don't you take a break and start working? You can return to school once you've saved enough money.
What? I tried my best for 6 months and you still won't help me?
Have you spoken with your father?
You know he won't talk to me. It's already been months since all that happened.
Only 6 months and you're already giving up? When I worked hard for 4 years and you still wouldn't accept me.
I'll apologize for that. I'm really sorry. So please pay for my tuition, please?
No can do. If you're that desperate, ask your father.
I can't get in touch with him. He ignores my messages, never answers my calls. No matter how much I beg, he won't take back the disownment.
Is that so? He never talks about you, so I didn't know.
Never talks about me? At all?
We've been quite busy with our new life.
I'm so sorry for assuming you were just after money. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, so please forgive me. I'll treasure you from now on. I can even call you Mom. I'll even take care of you when you're old.
Now you want to call me Mom?
I mean it this time.
You think that would sway my feelings? Lucy, you really don't understand anything.
Huh? What don't I understand? Tell me.
You still think everything can be fixed with simple words.
Then what should I do? I'll do anything.
I'll tell him that you contacted me, but that's all. I won't try to persuade him at all. I'm just passing along the information. Well, good luck graduating college.
Wait, don't go!
I reported to Ken that Lucy had contacted me, but he said that no matter what happens, he won't help her and doesn't want to know about her. According to rumors, Lucy ended up not taking a leave of absence, but dropping out of university entirely. She said, I couldn't make any friends anyway because I was always working, and I couldn't keep up with classes, so I'm not going anymore at this point. I'll use my youth to marry a rich man and turn my life around. That's my only option now. At just 18 years old, she's seriously trying to find a wealthy husband. However, she only attracts terrible men who are drawn to her youth. She keeps getting involved with sketchy guys and getting further and further away from marriage.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.